Thank you very much. It is a great timing to be here today after the announcement of 11 million round day that we did last night with OurCrowd in the lead. So I'm Adi Pinchas, a co-founder and CEO of Brodmann17. As you know, vehicles are becoming AI-centric, and starting from the more simpler features that we see initially, like the level 2 warning, goes to the level 3 with the automated driving, and then all the way to the level 4 of the robotaxis. And these kind of features, these kind of functionalities are becoming a key differentiator for the automakers. It's also very important for them for the revenues. And forget about regulators. The drivers like very much this type of functionalities that are promoting safety and promoting convenience. In Brodmann17, we are developing software for these features, software only, working completely agnostic to the different hardware. And this is our biggest advantage. We can do, or our algorithms are showing accuracy and functionalities like the best technologies today, but they require only 5% of the compute power. So on this side, you can see how the autopilot computer looks like in Tesla. It's a few $1,000s BOM device, and we can do the same thing on a $10 chip that is even one generation behind. And this is the big advantage when you try, or when the automakers are starting to take these amazing features from the premium market to the mass market, then these type of solutions are going to be the right solutions for them. The core technology is a combination of our real-time algorithms that you see over there on the left. These are very special neural networks that we started to develop 5 years ago. This is a very special structure of neural networks, deep learning neural networks, that can reuse calculations, and this is where we have the advantage. If you build the neural networks in a very special way, then you find that only 5% of the calculations are unique, and you need to do only them. And then you reuse the calculations again and again and again, and this is where we have the advantage. Less calculations means that you can use simpler, cheaper processors that consume less battery, which is the key thing now with the electrical vehicle, create less heat, and again, a more practical solution. The second part of the technology in deep learning is, of course, the learning. And this is where we created an automatic system that is taking the data, thousands of hours of annotated data, and creating a solution for the customer. Different customers, different vehicles, different functionalities have different KPIs, and this system is creating the best the best solution for each one of the customers. Talking about advantages, then the big advantage is a leapfrog reduction in power, and then to be able to create a true edge device. Since we are using very small, very compact processors, you can have a single box solution where you have the sensor with the compute power and install it in a vehicle. Big advantage to have a single box solution versus a two box solution where you have the sensor, cable, networking, and then the computer. Having a single box is a big advantage, again, when you go to the mass market. It's an open platform. We are enabling to our tier 1 customers to add their functionalities, their algorithms on top of our algorithms, and it's the fastest time to market for them because this technology is ready. We are developing that for 5 years, doing field testing, and have our first development agreements already. Mentioned before, and we are a software company, and this technology is completely hardware agnostic. So in the list over here, you can see the hardware companies. The market is highly fragmented today, Different automakers are using different hardware for their solutions, so it's a big advantage to be a software company. Half of these companies presented our solution in CES, so it's almost a go-to-market for us. It's an advantage for them to show their hardware already with pedestrian detection, vehicle detection, forward collision warning functionality already working, and we also make their processors look great. It's frequently I'm telling to, or I'm advising to product managers to think about us as a 20x advantage that we are putting on the table. They can either scale down the hardware, put the cheaper hardware in their solution, or they can scale up the requirements. So if they have a chip that was designed and they planned over there to run a VGA resolution, with our deep learning, they can run an HD. If it was planned for HD, again, with our deep learning, they can run a full HD. So we are making these chips looks amazing. This is also a work that we are doing with ARM, showing that you don't need the exotic AI processors necessarily. These ARM processors that you can find them in the market are suitable for this type of functionalities. And again, you can decide what is the right features for you, and you can scale across the hardware. I hope to show you here. This is one example, how it looks like from the inside, how the algorithms see vehicles, do the tracking, the lane detection. This is for a forward-looking camera for the active safety functionalities. And this is a rear-facing camera where we are doing over there for this customer pedestrian detection. So if we analyze that the person is in danger, today, usually you get an alarm that you are getting close to something. But if we can tell that, no, the something is actually a person and is in danger, then the vehicle is performing an automatic emergency brake.